Hey there, hi, good morning everybody. It's Liz Davis here. I am a nutritionist and gut health specialist, and I help busy women with their IBS issues, bloating, and all the other horrible, really kind of debilitating conditions that go along with all that kind of thing. So I was going to focus today on a big area that's impacted by your gut health, and that is your hormone health. So I was going to look at how one impacts the other and some symptoms you might have if you're affected by this, and then also 7 actions you can take to try and get things under control for you again. Okay, so a bit of background then. Why does this happen? So you need a healthy microbiome. So the microbiome being the balance of good and bad bacteria in your gut. You need a healthy microbiome for it's turning out pretty much everything health-wise. But there's a particular area in the microbiome called the estrobolome, which is specifically designed to keep your estrogen in balance, so it doesn't cause any problems. And we need these bacteria to be in good balance with everything else. We don't want too many, we don't want too few. They've got to be just about at the right level. And then they will help to get any excess estrogen out of your system safely. We don't want it to just circulate round and round all the time, causing problems, because a lot of the hormone problems we tend to experience are a result of having too much estrogen in relation to progesterone, and this is then called estrogen dominance. We want to keep them nicely in balance, as with everything else. So if you're suffering with any of the following, this could indicate that you have possibly a bit of estrogen dominance going on. So if you've got any acne, bloating, PMS symptoms, very heavy or irregular periods, polycystic ovary syndrome, ovarian cysts, hair loss, mood swings, fatigue and low libido, it could be that you have possibly a bit of estrogen dominance, particularly if you have any gut symptoms going on as well. So if you have bloating, IBS, so constipation, diarrhea, that kind of thing, well, you know the kind of gut symptoms. So what causes this then? So I mean, it's caused by the foods we eat, the products we use. So a lot of the products we use, beauty products, contain chemicals like parabens, which are known hormone disruptors, so we want to avoid using those if we can. Stress doesn't help the situation. Stress can make it a lot worse. Poor sleep as well, and in addition to stuff that we're using on ourselves, then there's also the environmental toxins as well, which also can disrupt hormones, so that's something to bear in mind. Okay, so then all these things are then going to be compounded by having sluggish detoxification. So if we're exposed to all these chemicals, if our gut isn't working properly, we're going to have a sluggish liver, so we can't get rid of them all effectively. So it all has a knock-on effect on everything else, basically. So if they're coming in, we need to get them out properly. And that's also where your gut health comes in as well. Okay, so what can we do about it then if we do think we have this problem going on? So basically, I would avoid any white foods. So white foods are basically devoid of any nutrients at all, so they're just empty calories. So you want to get rid of the white bread, white pasta, white rice, any pastry goods, things like that. Either minimize them, have them very infrequently, or not at all. This will help to get more micronutrients into your diet. This will also help to avoid your blood sugar spiking, which is another thing we want to avoid. So to prevent your blood sugar spiking and plunging, we need to make sure you've got plenty of protein, good quality protein foods going on, some good quality fats as well. So nuts, seeds, avocados, fatty fish, things like that will really help to keep things nicely in balance for you. Fermented foods are great. I wouldn't eat fermented foods if you think or suspect you've got an active candida or yeast infection or anything like that. In that case, you'd need to go in and kill off the yeast first. But if you're otherwise healthy, then fermented foods are great for keeping everything ticking over nicely and making you feel healthy. Remember to eat a rainbow. So the more diverse your diet is, the happier your microbiome is going to be. So that's your good and bad, your good bacteria mainly. They like you to be eating nice diverse range of plant-based foods, so you can make sure you're getting that range in by making sure you've got lots of different colours going on every day. So that's a good one to focus on. Sometimes we need to take antibiotics, but overuse of antibiotics is definitely going to have an impact on your gut health and then all the knock-on effects you're going to get from that. So if you do have to take antibiotics, you can always take a probiotic at the same time and then can continue with that after as well until you start to feel right again. So then there's also micronutrients as well that you need to be getting on board if you want to keep your gut nice and healthy. So the micronutrients you might want to be looking at, certainly B12, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan, this might be low in your diet. But B12 is associated with having a healthy microbiome as well. Also, magnesium is good for so many things, not least to keep your gut healthy, but very good for relaxation as well, and also for detoxification. So make sure there's plenty of that going on. Magnesium baths are great because you can absorb the magnesium through the skin, which is even better, you know, so double whammy relaxation there. Ensure your vitamin D levels are adequate. You want plenty of vitamin D going on. If you suspect they're low, you can get them tested at the GP. Otherwise, get out in the sunshine as much as you can without burning. Failing that, definitely supplementing through the winter months as well, just to keep those levels ticking over nicely. Zinc as well, plenty of zinc going on. Zinc deficiency is associated with a less diverse range of bacteria in your gut. And also selenium as well, so plenty of zinc, selenium. So those are found in nuts, seeds, green leafy vegetables, and also good quality multivitamins will have plenty of that in as well. Okay, so I hope that helps you. That's some of the ways that your gut health can impact your hormone health and what you can do about it. If you do want to speak to me, I shall pop a link to my diary in the comments, so do book yourself in, and I can't wait to find out more about you and how I can possibly help you. Okay, I shall see you next time. Bye.